Namo Namaha. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I wanted to talk. My agenda for today is very simple agenda. Uh, it is to show one chart and the application of the different concepts. And I am using that chart to introduce the concepts of Aprakasha Graha and how it can block the tattva of the kendras and so on. The very first thing that we have to learn in Jyotish is about the graha. We know that there are five grahas, I mean to say nine grahas, but the original Vedic Jyotish has a different perspective on the grahas. So we have like three lokas, Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, and Svargaloka. The everyday Vyahritis that we know talks about the Saptalokas, but the Navagraha is in Bhuvarloka. To bring it down, the energies has to come down. They come down to through upagrahas, and the upagrahas are on bhuloka. Between this bhuloka and bhuvarloka, there is some tattvas. Those are manifested or disturbed by aprakasha grahas. Okay, so every planet has a tattva. For example, agni tattva grahas are Mars, Sun, Ketu. Jala, Venus, Moon. Prithvi, Mercury, Akasha, Jupiter. So like this, the planets has tattvas. So they can be blocked from manifesting by the Aprakasha Grahas, and the Upagrahas has the potential to manifest Grahas easily. That is the whole idea. And above that, we have Kala Grahas and the Mahagrahas. So these Mahagrahas becomes very important when we are dealing with Bahala Aristas, Yoga Aristas and all. This Kala Grahas is so important that it is like Nabasha. It's very important. When in the advanced studies of Jyotish, we use all these Navagrahas, Aprakasha Grahas, Upagrahas, Mahagrahas, and Kala Grahas. Okay, good. So, knowing that there are three lokas, I mean to say there are Sapta lokas, among them three lokas are important. In that three lokas, we have the different five level of grahas. We have to understand the kendras are important. The Lagna Kendra rules Agni Tattva. And the fourth Kendra, I mean to say fourth house, it's also a Kendra. It is Jala Tattva. Seventh house is Vayu Tattva and 10th house is Prithvi Tattva. Each Kendra rules each Purushartha, but from Lagna we have seen. Can we also use these Kendras from different Grahas? Yes, we can. Especially luminaries, Sun and Moon. They work in the contradictory way. I mean to say, they work in the opposite way. The Sun, fourth house shows wealth, the Moon, 10th house shows the job. They both are ruled by Dikpala Kubera. Okay, so this is usually taught in Parampara in the advanced years. But for our purpose, we have to understand that the Sun, dispositor, shows knowledge. The Sun, fourth house, helps us to understand the concepts of wealth. Moon, 10th house is for the work. Okay. And I have touched upon the Aprakasha Grahas and the Tattva conflict. And there is one interesting concept about Rahu and how the Arudas and Argalas work here. I'll show it when I show the chart. Okay, example chart. Okay, good. So the only objective that we have is, so let me put it in North Indian, and here is East Indian for people who follow East Indian. This is not D9 for me. Okay. So when we open the chart, what is the first thing that we see? Usually is Sun. Then we move to Moon. Then we try to see the Lagna, Arudas, Vishesha Lagnas, all those things. So this person has no job. Okay. The simple dictum is that if your Lagna Lord is afflicted, okay, by two or more malefics, it is very difficult to figure out your life. Simple. You have to do some remedies. Okay. For example, getting initiated into Gayatri is one remedy, but you have to use your intelligence and you have to make sure you ask your teacher or mentor or gurus about how to remedy your Lagna. Okay. See here in this Jataka, the Jupiter is the Lagna Lord, afflicted by Rahu, Rahu with second aspect. Mars is giving fourth aspect. Saturn is giving the 10th aspect on the Jupiter, blocking the Jupiter from manifesting. So this person is already in his, let's say, 27, 28. I mean, he's already 29 to be very precise. But why at the age of 29, he's not having job? What is this? Right? Because the Lagna Lord is afflicted. Okay? Okay. The very moment you understood this, what about this yoga of ninth lord and 10th lord functioning in the Lagna? Yeah, that is a yoga that should have functioned, that should have given him intelligence. But if the dispositor of this yoga is afflicted, you may not be able to enjoy this yoga completely. So, dispositor is the key in understanding the Jataka. So, this reiterates the importance of the dispositor in Jyotish. Okay, good. Now, this Jupiter is not just a normal Jupiter, it's in friendly sign, okay? But it is fourth lord from Surya. Fourth lord from Surya. So, I was mentioning that fourth lord from Surya controls our wealth, it helps us to earn money. So, knowing that it helps us to earn money, we should be able to figure out uh, why he is not able to start his income. Okay, it's okay. But the next problem that we as Jyotishis to see is that okay, you are intelligent, okay, cool. But does people know that are you intelligent? You have to use Aruda Lagna for it because Aruda is the image that you project onto the people. So the Aruda falls in Lagna Lord is in 12th house. Count 12 from here. Aruda Lagna falls here. Okay. The Aruda Lagna should have manifested very easily because of the Venus in own sign. Yeah, we may argue that this Venus is the tattva level, so it may not manifest. At least it should have helped him to start his career. Somehow it did not start. Okay, so to understand that, you have to understand something very, very important. Okay, see here, each Aprakasha Graha, there are like five Aprakashas because we have five tattvas. Okay, Duma ruins the Agni, Vyatipata ruins the Prithvi, Parivesha ruins the Akasha, Indrachapa ruins the Jala, Apaketu ruins the Vayu. Okay, good. So, see here, Venus is Jala Tattva, right? Who can block it? We have to understand who can block it. So, we want to see who can block it. Indrachapa can block it. See, Venus and Indrachapa both are in same nakshatra. So the Venus faces severe difficulty to manifest itself. That is the problem. Okay, good. Why is this important? Just not just that this Aruda is lorded by Venus. It's not just that. And we are sure about this Aruda being here is because the native is running through Rahu Dasha. Okay. Rahu Dasha, Rahu is conjoined with Venus. This Aruda is not going to move anywhere. Okay. This Venus is also 10th lord from the Chandra, which controls your career. Okay. As nine, okay. We understood that this Venus is blocked by Indrashapa and this Jupiter is blocked by Upaketu. We call it Apaketu. Apaketu is Vayu, ruins Vayu. So this they both are in same nakshatra. This can block this to an extent. Okay. But the major problem is that affliction, you know, and we can see the Mula Dasha later to understand that he's running through Jupiter Dasha at the moment. Okay. But moon 10th house being blocked, sun 4th house being blocked is the problem. Moon ninth house shows your higher education. Fourth house shows learning. Ninth house shows higher education. But in the job front of getting the job is based on the exams and interviews that you face. That is usually because of the Ketu. Ketu is obstacle, right? Karaka for obstacles. So Ketu blocks the things. Are you able, if Ketu is Agni Graha, right? Agni Tattva Graha, Duma blocks. Duma ruins the Agni. See here, Duma is blocking Ketu. He is unable to crack exams. He is unable to get to the job. Okay? He is unable to start his income. This is the whole problem in this Jataka. Okay? And for his bad luck, he is also running through Rahu Dasha. And he is running through Saturn Rahu Dasha. Now, with this, I am able to understand how Lagna is blocked, Lagna Lord is blocked, and Aruda Lagna is blocked, Moon 10th is blocked, Sun 4th house is blocked. There is a problem in starting the event in the first place. Now let's get to the second part of this lecture. That is, if you have Rahu in second house, fifth house, ninth house, and 11th house, the Karaka becomes Jupiter. If the Karaka is placed in the 12th house, it is a blessing because Rahu can be controlled by Vishnu. 12th house, I mean to say Pisces, is Vishnu Aditya. Okay, so the Rahu can be controlled, but the only condition for this is it has to be, there has to be Argala controlling Rahu. You know, why Argala is important for Rahu? You know, because if you remember, the Rahu Ketu is like Kshira Sagara Madana. You know, the Rahu came and stood with the Suras, and he was playing very smart that he got a part of Amruta. Okay, that Amruta is there with Rahu or Ketu is the question. You know, it is with Ketu, that's why he gives moksha. You know, moksha is like permanent state where you don't have to take rebirth. That is the real meaning of the mrityu. But anyway, before going to there, this Rahu cannot be blocked by Saturn alone because here you have two planets. This Venus is giving high level of boga for this person. So he really can't block this Rahu with this Saturn alone. But there is this Rahu Saturn blocking, giving Argala on the Sun Mercury. But this Venus is kind of very, very boga. See here in Navamsha, Venus is in own sign. So it's very complicated to break this yoga. So the dictum that I wanted to share is that it is a blessing, but Argala has to be helping. Else the yoga may not function. I want the key takeaway to be to, to use this principle of Lagna Lord getting afflicted may not help you that much in starting in figuring out yourself. You need some remedy to start your life. Then you can go ahead and say, figure out like Moon 10th house career, you know, 6th house, Moon 2nd house, Sun 4th house, like this, you know, Aruda 11th house. So you can figure out life later. But first, the life has to be started. So he has that difficulty. Okay. Hope you liked this session. Please like, share, and subscribe. Sarvam Gurar Paramastu. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.